Hi everyone, I'm Mako Takara, a JIU nursing student. From now on, I will explain the situation of COVID-19 in Japan while comparing it with Asia. Although the number of COVID-19 infections in Japan is currently on the decline, we still must be careful. In Japan, it is said that family infection accounts for more than 60% of all infections. The number of infected people has been gradually increasing since mid-July, and at present, each region is taking measures such as declaring a state of emergency and implementing priority measures to prevent the spread of the disease. However, there has been only a slight decrease in the number of people going out, especially young people who are accustomed to living with COVID-19 and who are not familiar with COVID-19, and vaccination has not made much progress, so the infection is still elevated. In Japan, the highly infectious Delta variant are spreading. Although the percentage of the population that has received the first jab of vaccination has finally exceeded 50%. The rate of second jab of vaccination is still low at 43.8%. This figure shows the number of infected people in Japan. The number is 25,868 on August 20. It was the highest in Japan. The Japanese current population is 126 million. In terms of the number of people, Tokyo had the highest number of cases, but in terms of the number of people per 100,000, Okinawa had by far the highest number. The day with the highest number of infected people in Tokyo was August 13, with 5,773 people. This chart shows the cumulative number of infected people and the tightness of hospitals by region. Although Tokyo has the highest number of infected people, Okinawa has the highest number of infected people per 100,000 people at 3,111.1. This shows that Okinawa is in a tight situation because there are not enough hospitals and beds to accept the infected people. It also shows that infections are more noticeable in areas where there are more people and more people coming and going. Here, I would like to introduce the location of the necessary prefectures in this presentation. Aomori, the northernmost point of Honshu, which I introduced last week at the Nebuta Festival, is here. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which suffered from the atomic bombings, are here. JIU, where we go to school, is located in Chiba, and the capital Tokyo is next to it. And at the southernmost tip is Okinawa. Okinawa is characterized by a large mobile population with many large entertainment districts, active residents, and inadequate ventilation due to high temperatures and the use of air conditioning. These characteristics may be the reason why the infection rate is higher than in Tokyo. The slide shows the number of infections per 100,000 people by age group. It can be seen that the number of infected people in their 20s is overwhelmingly high. Reasons for this include the belief that young people are less susceptible to serious infections, the fact that they do not refrain from going out, and the fact that they gather at home with 4 or more people and enjoy drinking at home. Next, I would like to introduce the vaccination rate in Japan. Currently in Japan, 58.2% of the population has received the first jab of vaccine, and only 47.2% have completed the second jab. The reason for the late spread of vaccination could be that the vaccination started later than planned. There were not enough vaccines due to inadequate storage and other handling methods, or there were no places where vaccinations could be given. I have just received my first jab of the vaccine through the university's inoculation program. The local government still only allows vaccination for those who have priority and are over 40 years old, which means it will be a long time before those of us in our 20s can get the vaccine. It would be better to vaccinate young people who have the alarm sense of danger as soon as possible to prevent the spread of infection. Finally, I explain the situation in Japan compared to other Asian countries. In comparison with other Asian countries and a certain day, the number of infected people in India, Indonesia, and Thailand was 278,631, 225,635, and 141,191, respectively, which is an order of magnitude higher than Japan's 22,750. The number of infected people in China, the largest country in Asia, was recently estimated to be 26. Looking at the percentage of people who received the first jab of vaccine, 74.26% in China, 37.39% in India, 24.01% in Indonesia, 33.45% in Thailand, and 58.28% in Japan. This suggests that a medical system, environmental conditions, and vaccination rate may be influential. In order to further reduce the number of infected people in Japan, I believe that the key is to promote vaccination in order to see how people are living. This concludes my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.